Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my new AI-powered news app built with React Native. Latest version Expo 54 and Tailwind CSS for style, Clerk authentication, and the Mediastack API to get the latest news, and the Google Gemini AI to summarize the news. For authentication, we can use email password to sign in, sign up, and log in and sign out. And also we can use Google to sign in. Sign in, the app shows the latest news and displays with clean and modern UI with Tailwind. So it pulls the latest news from Mediastack News API, which is this. Login and email password login and Google login. And we also use protected routes. When user login, sign in, we can let the user go the tabs, the home, the search, and profile. If user not login, we throw user back to sign in and sign up page. And Mediastack News API to get the latest news, and also with TypeScript. And we use Google Gemini AI API to summarize each news. So we can click the news, and if we want to read the full article, we can read the full article in this news page. And also we can select the category. We can use Get AI Summary to use Google Gemini API to read this full article and give back the summary and comment. It will read the full article of this URL and give back the summary and the commentary. And also the search page, we can search for news. For example, Liverpool. And also we can read the full article. The profile page that shows the user avatar, name, and email, and also we can sign out. Mobile app that makes latest Expo version and secure the login with Clerk and AI summary with Gemini. And all in one in this project. If you enjoy AI-powered app build like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and let me know in comments what you'd like to see next. And now let's jump right in it and start building this app from scratch. Create a folder, rn-expo. Open terminal. Create Expo app at latest -e with Tailwind CSS dot. npx expo start. Press I to open simulator. and it has error. So this error is the worklet error. So because Expo upgrade, so run this command. Run this command. No cache. Press I. Open again. And it's done. Very nice. Set up the rows and the pages. In app folder, src app folder, create a folder, app. In this folder, create a file, underscore layout.tsx rnfe layout. And in this layout, that is the layout for the app folder. And in this app, we create a sign in the tsx rnfe sign in page, and also sign up page. And in this app, we create another folder called tabs. In this tabs folder, create a underscore layout.tsx rnfe layout and index tsx. And the profile. So there are three layouts. The first one is this one. This is the root layout. And in the root layout, we need to add our clerk in this. And this is the second layout. We need to give a stack here. And import stack. So this is the layout in this folder. It means if stack protected and stack is protected, guard is sign in. If is sign in is true, we go tabs. If is sign in is false, we go this. It means if user is signed in, we go this. If user is not signed in, we go sign in and sign up page. So this is the layout in this folder and protected the rows. And the third layout is tabs. And the second one is profile. So we refresh. We delete this index. Now we should go into index here. And tabs can go profile. If we set this is false, we should go sign in and sign up page. And the next is Clerk. We set up Clerk. And create the application. React Native Expo -1. Use email and Google. Create the application. And choose Expo. Follow this doc. So first is npm install. And copy this key, create a folder, create a file, .env.local. Paste this key, and save and close. And next, use Clerk provider to wrap the first layout. Use Clerk provider to wrap the entire tree. And import Clerk provider. This is the root layout, the first layout. And install this one. This is for token cache. So the user only need to log in one time, and the second time no need to log in. Rename local. Restart. And in this layout, we need to use auth from Clerk to check if the user is signed in. And if it's loaded, we'll give it loading. If user is signed in, we go tabs. If user not signed in, we go sign in and sign up. And next is sign up.tsx. Copy this file. Go sign up. Paste it. And this use safe area view. This one. Save. And sign in, copy the sign in page. Paste it. Save area view. Okay, so from here and save. Now we got sign in and sign up. Sign in and sign up page. That's it. So first sign up and 6@gmail.com and the password. Continue. And we got a verify. So to verify, we need to add some style. Verify your email. Okay. Okay, save area view. Okay, and we get this verification code. And copy and paste it and verify. And we log it in. We go index. That's it. And in index, I'll give it save area view. Good. And in profile, same. And in profile, we need to add a sign out. So we use auth from Clerk and get a user from Clerk. And we create a function, handle sign out, and alert on price sign out. That's Clerk sign out. And then we use a touchable opacity and then icon. Save. And in profile, we should have a sign out button. If you click sign out, we can sign out. And then we can sign in, use email. Nice. So this URL, Clerk Docs Guide Development, Custom Flows, Authentication, OAuth Connection. Here. This Truth Expo and guys. And connection. And sign in. Copy this. Components, create the components and Google sign in. And paste here. But this is a page. He gave a page. Expo one user expo function page. No, it's not page. It's Google sign in. Export default function. And we no need router push. And the return view button, sign in with Google on price. Save this file and go sign in. Google sign in. Import components, Google sign in. Save this file and we got this. Sign in with Google. Nice. And sign in, come in, home and profile. That's it. Yeah. Why not use router push? Because we use layout to push to tabs or push to sign in and sign up. Let's build our index page. So first, we add some import. And this we will add it later. And we const a category for news, name, query, and icon in this array. So here, we name it news screen. And we set some use state, select category, news, refreshing, unloading, and the rotor, use rotor. And so first is we return a safe area view with some style, flex1, BG, gray 50. And the header. And next we need a scroll view. For scroll view horizontal, and use category to map every category. We give a touchable opacity, and on press we'll set select the category. And when select the category, name equals this name, we give a color. Or we use that color. And text, we use this too. We save and check. If selected category is with this category same, we use BG, use this one. And this is a scroll view, horizontal scroll view. And next is a flat list. Flat list, data is the news. And the key, every element should have a unique key. We use index. And we add a refresh control. We give a function on refresh. We mean on refresh will set the refreshing and true false and run this fetch news. And now is no news found. Time ago, we need to add this time ago. In this file, in this, we need to create a lib folder. And in lib folder, we create a file utils.ts with some functions. This is a function, time ago. Change the date string to how long ago. And we need to import this time ago. Is this import this time ago, and we need to write this function, fetch news. And for this function, to fetch news, we are using Mediastack to fetch news with API. So first is login. And get the API key. Dashboard. And when you log in, you go dashboard and you can find your API key. And copy this key. Go to env file. And paste that key. Go to env file. And we use this name. X for public. Mediastack API key. And save and close the file. And then we write this function, fetch news. So fetch news async function, set loading true here. And const URL equals this API URL and process env, use API key and category and the language we set to English and limit set to 20 and give it sort. And set the response JSON to news. And we save. And on refresh, we will call this function again. But when this component mount, we will run this function. Use effect. Use effect. And we run this function, and select the category change, we run this function. And on refresh, we run this function. So when initialize, it will get this function, get the news from the API and set the news to news. And we render the news with flat list on the page. Each one give a touchable opacity and an image and a source and time we changed time ago, and text is a title, and we have a read more like this. And the touchable opacity, when click touchable opacity here, it will rotor push to news detail, and we send the item is the news, each news item to the news detail page. And have a loading. This is loading. And if it's loading, we will give a safe area view to this. And now refresh. I think we need to restart. Press I. Press I. And loading and come in. That's it. And for technology, we change category and we got this. We change category, and we fetch news again. That's the loading page. No, we should give this. We should give this. Here, we change. Loading. True. Loading is true. We render this. Otherwise, we render flat list. And loading, if loading is true, we give a safe area view for this. No, we give this. If loading is true, we give this. And this, no need use this loading. And we add a loading. When the loading is true, we give this loading indicator. This. If loading is false, we give this flat list. It have news or non news. We have this news. And that's the index page. And next, let's build our news detail page. So create a file in this folder, news detail, and RNFE. News detail. In this layout, add a stack screen. In this protected, when user is signed in, and it can go tabs and the news detail. And the presentation give model. Save. Save and click. It should show this model. Yes. And news detail. So first is import. Because in index page, we rotor push. Rotor push. When we click news, it will rotor push to news detail page and give the news item to this page in params. So in news detail, we can get the news item use rotor and use a local search param to get the data and pass the data to article. If no have article, we give this no article. But now it has article. So if no article, we give this no article found. But now it has article. So we render this news detail. First is safe area view. And we give a status bar. And a news, and if we touch, we can go back. That's it. We can console log the CRG article. We can get the article. We parse the data from the params. And the next, we need to show a scroll view. Scroll view to show the article. Scroll view. If article have image, we show this image. Article have title, we show title. Article source, we show source. Article description, we show description. If no description, we show no description. And next is AI summary. If have AI summary, we give this AI summary. Now we will add it later. And this is the open URL. If the article have URL, we give a button that can open this URL. And AI summary. This we added later. Now we can get this article. And if we click this read full, it will open the URL for this article. So, and the news page can have the UI now. And next, let's add our AI analyze function in it. So this way, if AI loading AI summary, and the function is called get AI summary, and AI loading. If loading, we give this analyze. So this part, AI summary, AI loading, AI loading. So this one we mean. So first we need to const a use state AI loading for the API call loading state. And next is AI summary and set AI summary. It is AI summary and a null. So at this we give a interface, a type AI summary, and we set the initial state is null. And a get AI summary function. And an error. AI summary is start with error. We will add this later. And we got this button, get AI summary. It's this touchable opacity. And on press will run this function and disable this AI loading. And disable and and if it's loading, we give this AI loading, we get this. So now let's click it. We do not set this function. Now we need to add this, make this function. Get AI summary. And the first is, if no article URL, we return because we need to read the content of this URL. If no AS summary, we return and set loading true, and const response await, we fetch our API and post the URL is this, read full URL to the backend API. And if get a response data, we set AS summary to response data. So that's it. And at this time, we can say, if AI loading, we give this false. If it's true, UI should show this. And this is disabled and show this. So the initial, we give it false. Okay. And for the UI, and next we need to make our backend API. Expo API wrote. We need to follow this doc and add the API like this. So we need to, in this folder, app folder, we create a folder called API. And in API, we create a file, AI news plus API.ts. And next, we need to use Google Gemini and get started. And we go Google AI Studio and dashboard, projects, and create new projects, AI news, create a project. And the API keys. And create the API key. Choose AI news, key 1. And we copy this key. Go to env.local. Gemini API key. Paste the key and close the file. And we need to install npmi Google Gemini generative -AI. And here, using API roles requires a web output to be set to server in project.json. So we go to app.json. We need to set this output to server and save this file and close and cut the server and restart. And now pay attention. Here, web is waiting on localhost 8081. Okay, and press I to enter. Press I. And now we have our server is running. And Google is already installed. So we need to write our server function import Google and const gen AI equals new 一个 Google object. Here, export async function post. This URL, we need to get the URL from request.json because we post the URL to the API. So in API, we'll get this URL and we'll console log the URL. If no URL, we just give response error. And if there have URL, we need to await, fetch this URL, then get a URL to text, HTML text, and we give a prompt. You are a professional news analysis assistant. So I'll give you a raw HTML of a new article. Please and read it and turn a JSON object containing summary. A summary in about 10 to 30 words, and a comment, an objective AI commentary, and in 60 to 100 words. So requirements do not include any extra exclamation or text outside of the JSON is as following. And we give this following HTML and we slice it into this. The first 100,000 words for this HTML. HTML is the URL. It means this, the full page. So we use model Gemini 2.5 Flash and we wait the model generate contents and with the prompt. And next we JSON parse the text. So if, however, we need to try to clean the text and then parse clean the text and give back the response. It's parsed and give response. If error, we will give back error. And so in here, we got the response data and set AI summary data. Okay, and CRG data. Okay, data. So we give it a try. So everything should be okay. And now we give it a try. Get AI summary. If no article, we say no article. If it has error, we set this error. Okay. It's this. If we catch error, we set AI summary as error. So it's like this. And detail give error message. So if there have summary start with error, we know it has error. And AI summary, that is, we show the summary here. And it has error, we show the error. And this is for the, so we give it a try. Get AI summary. Fail, I say. Save. Business. And now we give it a try. AI summary. Get AI summary. And loading. and we get the AI summary, the summary and the objective AI commentary of this full page. So we see this an article, we got this article, and the URL is here. And the JSON summary and server passed the JSON cleaned is this. And we give back the JSON and render it on the page. So this is the news detail page. And next, we need to build the search page. The search page is similar to index page. TSX RNFES search page. We name search, that's okay. And in layout, we need to add this search in the middle. We give this icon. Save, and we got this search. This is search page. Search page, it's similar to index page. We need to import and const the query, the result, the loading, and the rotor and the refreshing, and also fetch search result function. This same API and same key, and the keywords, we use this keywords to run this function. And the search is safe area view with a search bar. Okay, safe area view on refresh, we give refresh. Save. And now it's a UI and the search bar. When you input something, and we can search the news, use API. So let's try Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool. Search and loading, and we got this news about Liverpool, because we use API to get the news about Liverpool. It's similar to index page. And we click this, it shows, go to the news screen, the same as index page. And we parse the item in params. And the news detail page, we can read this full. And also we can get AI summary. Get AI summary. And go our backend AI summary. And we got the data back here. And the commentary. So that's the search page. And the last one is profile page. And profile page, so first we need to import something. Import and sign out. Go sign out profile page. That's it. And we can get the user avatar from the user. The user is from the clerk. And we can get the user email and the username. Get the username from the user. And get the user email from the user. And then we render it in the UI with save area view. Save. And we got the user email, the user name, and the user avatar, and also the beautiful UI. And it's done. Yes, this field is done. And others, it's done. It's done.